Here we go.
All right.
All right, listen. All right, so welcome to Love You Detroit. Now 313 Believe. We've got an amazing guest. I'm Harry Barbarian, and we have Lisa. It's Lisa J, right? Lisa.
It was Lisa Hillary J. That's what I
Lisa
go by.
Hillary J. And you tell
hmm
us what you do. And like we usually focus on the Metro Detroit entrepreneurs, and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay. Well, I have been in the Detroit area for my entire life. So I am, Harry, I always forget. I'm 46. I think, yeah. So my entire life,
I'm
I've grown
53.
up.
Yeah.
You're 53. I've grown up in this area. And for about over 20 years, I've been practicing in this area as far as Southfield. Always kind of stayed in that part. I owned a day spa at North Park Towers, if you know where that is. And so I do
Where is
massage
North Park
therapy.
Towers?
North Park Towers is Providence, like right by Providence Hospital,
Okay.
9 Mile Providence Drive. Yep. And so I am a massage therapist by trade, but I also am a massage therapy instructor. I teach intuitive healing. I teach chakra healing, crystal healing, alignment. Outside of teaching it, I practice it daily. I'm a yoga teacher, a yoga practitioner. I teach people how to become yoga teachers. So like this whole little metaphysical world, I'm kind of just submerged into.
Right.
And this is what I do.
So interesting. We've all been witness to this whole coronavirus and COVID stuff. How has that affected your business, your family, both negatively and positively? And like, where do you see like us, let's say Metro Detroiters, where do we go from here?
Okay, so great question. So how has it affected my family? Well, we've been on lockdown. So my daughter she came home from school. She was in college. And so my other son, he is in the 5th grade and he's doing homeschool. So this is different. So now I got to figure out how to be like, Harry, I'm not that school person. You see the type of work I do, right? So nothing about me says I do ABC 1, 2, 3. Everything about me is creative. So having to be at home and to do that, that's been a challenge, but it's been working. I've been teaching yoga, still been running a yoga teacher training, still have been teaching yoga. This is like the good shit that's been happening. Tragic stuff. My father's been sick, but he dealt with COVID. Is COVID free now. He had 2 tests. Is in a facility now to get him back together, and now really trying to talk to him and work to him with his breathing to teach him the stuff I know to get him through.
Right. So where do you feel like your practice, like of healing and of meditation and therapy and yoga, like I mean, I see your practice would be huge and helping people. How have you been helping people survive in this crisis?
In this crisis, I've just been going on live every day on Instagram. So because like this is for real, my life and how I live every day, I had to do meditation. So I teach 7 days a week, when the world was open. So that's what all I was doing is I was coming on here. I was doing lives. I was doing yoga classes. I was doing meditation, trying to just bring up the level of vibration and bring down some calmness to people. And then around this time, it still allowed me to produce this, do more on my YouTube channel. So I can say, here, take this. And I usually don't. I'm really good about I give a lot of shit away. I have a lot of stuff where I'm like, here, I got books that I send you on PDF, about chakras. I just want you to get the knowledge. So I want Detroit metro area, man, we just got to heal as a whole. So as long as I can keep talking and spreading this word, people can hear it and just heal and vibrate higher. I just want us to vibrate higher so we can come out of all this trauma. We're under a lot of trauma right now.
So where do people find you, like your classes, your presence? Because I found you on Instagram randomly. You did a live thing and it was like so cool that you were quiet and you were just meditating, and then people just need to take a chill pill and just meditate. So how can people find you?
How to find me is www.lisahillarij.com, HILLARYJ.com. My social media is the same, Facebook and Instagram, Lisa Hillary J. And I'm going to do more of those. So I want to tell people so they know, like, Harry came in on my live and then, something happened and he was like, man, just be silent. And I said, right? We about to fucking be silent, man. And it felt good, to say nothing.
Yeah.
Just to say nothing and to be still. So
absolutely.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
No, I thank you. I mean, I was just cool. I was like literally walking my dog when you came on live and I was just like, this is cool.
I need to do more of that though.
Yeah,
You know,
you
and
do.
even just, I need to do just the more. And I think because we move on this other platform, and I'm just going to go on mine and just be silent. Like just moments of
Because
stillness. I'm
people
just
are
going to,
always yapping away. Look at my picture. Look at my butt. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Yapping away. Yap, yap, yap. It's like people just need to we need to be silent.
we need to be silent. Thank
Yeah.
you for saying that, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know that's how meditation started?
Tell me about it.
So listen, meditation started, first of all, it was never for women. It was always for men.
Interesting.
And men, what it was that they were trying to find a way not to have attachments, because what they learned was that, why do you suffer? You suffer because you have attachments.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have attachments, you don't suffer. So saying whether this was right or wrong, they picked up their things, left their homes, and went on just this walking journey. This is how my teachers tell the story. And
Okay.
it's just quiet. And then they would just be still and
Okay.
silence to deal with all of these enemies of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you know how it is, like you get stressed out. So I'll drink, I'll smoke, I'll pop a pill, I'll have sex, I'll overeat, I'll overdrink, because you don't want to sit with the shit, right?
Yeah.
No, they sat with all of it until they realized, and that's the thing about the Buddha. That's what he teaches, is that he was by this tree, and then one day realizing that you need nothing attracts everything.
Mm-hmm.
Needing nothing attracts everything.
Everything.
Needing nothing attracts everything.
That's huge.
And so
say that again. Clarify that statement. That's an interesting thing.
So people are always on this chase.
Right.
Like, I got to have a bigger house. I got to have a bigger car. I got to have the best body. I got to have the best girlfriend. I got to have the best boyfriend. I want. But when you don't need anything, everything comes. Because you're not chasing anything. You know, we're clutching like, oh, I got to have this big house. You got to stay with me. I got to have this. But when you don't need or are really looking for anything, everything that's going to come is going to be everything. Like, because you don't want anything. You don't need anything. So I don't want it. So I'm attracting everything.
Wow. That's huge. Something I didn't even think about.
Yeah, because that's what gets people is when they are on this chase, because that's what it is a chase.
It's a chase. We're all on
It's a chase. Everyone's on the fuck, but you're on a chase for what, man? What are you on a chase for? Nobody knows.
And also, like, again, you cut through the clutter by being silent that time. And like, because everybody like is on a chase on social media. They're on a chase for this, chase for dollars, chase for, like you said, the best body, the house, the car, but you're right. When you're not chasing things, so now what do you think? Like, you know, the show, like, you know, we focus in on Detroit entrepreneurs, and we focus in on the positive stuff that's been going on in Detroit. Now we've had like a setback or whatever. Where do you see, how are we going to overcome this whole thing and come out stronger? Or, you know, because people are worried now, oh, Detroit's gonna, oh, it's, you know, we're going back to, you know, we're gonna go into deficit and things are gonna fall apart, and just like, it's all, you know, Dan Gilbert, you know, he had a stroke and all this different stuff going on. Like, who knows? Like, how do you see ourselves like applying what happened to us, like with the whole COVID, and coming out stronger for Detroit? Or do you think it's just going to be really hard?
You know, I think it's going to be depending upon who you are. You know, I think that if you went through this and got your lessons,
yeah,
life is going to be better for you.
So
but
it's like a just, you know, maybe people needed to learn lessons.
It's lessons, yeah, because whatever you were struggling with, excuse me, my throat.
Yeah, take your time.
Whatever you were whatever you were struggling with, and if you didn't deal with it during this time, or if you had to overwork during this time, if you were an essential worker and you couldn't do it, well, now everything has to take its time and like balance back out. So I see Detroit, if everybody can be a good person, it'll be better. But everybody's got to be a good person. You know, this is like a personal call on everyone.
Yeah.
So if you want a better city, if you want shit better, but you just got to be better, that means to use less gas, to use less water, to eat less
meat.
Eat less meat, eat less bullshit, like to be considerate, to not honk your car at the person driving down the street, you know, to understand that everyone has gone through these modes of trauma. So I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
helping
maybe we
to
could
be a
come out.
part of that. Yes, to people to come out better. And like conversations like this and shows like this where people can understand and see that, you know, it can, this was a hard hit for us.
Yeah.
This
Because
was a
it's like,
hard hit for us.
you know, they talk about, you know, they tell, you know, like the world, the rest of the country is like, oh, Detroit's hit hard. And, you know, they you know, they probably think, you know, oh, we're getting another, getting hit again. You know, it's like, so like in order to come out stronger and more healed, we have to like be better. You're right. Better human beings and better, you know, come together as a people because, you know, because it's like, you know, like every, you know, racism,
all of that. Like, it's just us consciously to care about the planet. Like we were talking, and this is before we went, you know, we went live, but you said the animals are coming out.
Yeah.
Because the people aren't abusing, you know, we're not firing it up, you know.
Right.
I don't know if you've heard these birds.
Yeah.
I don't know how they are at your house, but they are like their own symphony.
Yeah.
They are just beautiful, you know, with what they're doing. Like, do we see that? It's just, shit is not just about us.
No.
You know, we're so fucking selfish, man. We're so selfish.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the bat and what is this, African anteater, the pangolin got together and said, all right, we're going to shut down the whole world.
Yeah.
And we're going to give the world a chill pill because they're kind of like being a little bit like disrespectful to the animal kingdom and to the world and the environment. So let them just chill out for a few months and, you know, reassess.
But honestly, I wish moving forward, if we could do this, I wish every day, like I feel like they do this in Mexico, there's a siesta.
Right.
And that
this is kind of like an extended siesta. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we should do it every day though, like from 12 to 1 or 12. Like, I don't think that this should be anything that it should take this amount of time, because the people that didn't understand the consciousness, reason for this and the greater purpose are going to suffer again with this stuff.
Or they'll be hit by the second wave.
Or they'll be hit by the second wave because you didn't get the lesson, you know, whatever that lesson may be.
It's interesting. It's like you're right. This is like, you're supposed to, I do think it's coming from God. I do believe that it's like, you could even say it's like a plague kind of, but at the same time, it's a plague with a silver lining. It's a plague with like a blessing somewhere in there. You know, sure.
It is.
There's been a lot of people that lost their life. I keep thinking about that one bus driver guy that died, like that somebody coughed on him and then he died. Like, that really messed
listen,
it up.
and when they were fighting for that, did you know they were fighting so they wouldn't be driving? The bus drivers were.
Yeah.
Like, they, weeks before that, or maybe days before that had happened, I had saw them there because they didn't have safety gear. And they were striking because they didn't have safety gear. Right. And it's just.
And then a lot of people dying in Myers and Kroger's. And
yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, if we can become better people, and we can, I think Detroit will come back even stronger, but we have to keep hopeful and keep positive and, you know, continue the positive momentum that's been going on. You know, I used to beam the show out of, maybe you're probably familiar with it, the Detroit Foundation Hotel down in the Cobo Arena. Yeah. So I used to beam the show out of there, and it was cool. And, but, you know, listen, you know, we're all going to do our part, but I'd like to hear more about your classes and stuff and meditate. We need healers like you.
The world needs more healers. That's what I tell people all the time. Like, and when it's just like, what do I want to do? What do I need to do? I'm like, man, the world needs more healers. We've got enough bad people to last us.
Yeah.
Our lifetimes, our kids' lifetimes, you know, that's not what we need. We need more good fucking human beings.
We need more
that's like, we just need more people that are just willing to help and not willing to turn their head and look the other way, and who's willing to pick up the phone and call when somebody needs help, and, you know, just people who want to care.
And there have been people out there like that, and we just need to continue to cultivate them. So this has been really fun. You know, I talked to Lisa before this Zoom thing recording, but you and I want to do maybe another one day with your
absolutely. Yes.
So again, you're Lisa Hillary J, and people can find you at LisaHillaryJ.com.
LisaHillaryJ.com.
What is it?
LisaHillaryJ.com. Lisa
Right, and
Hillary
then
J on
Lisa Hillary
Instagram.
J on Instagram. And you're a healer. You're in Southfield. I'm in Southfield. We're in Metro Detroit, and we're part of the whole, positive upspring of Detroit. But thank you for coming on the show.
No, look, I appreciate you having me. I'm doing more silent meditations, and if you ever want to do a healing session, let me know.
I would love to. I need to be healed. And best of luck, best of prayers to your dad. And
Thank you.
He's respirator and back. I mean, a lot of people, they went on respirators, and I mean, that's amazing. And that it's touched so close to your home. So maybe in a way, God has been, having you deal with pain, so you'd be a stronger healer.
Which is why I understand that. Look, Harry, listen, and I got it because listen, I had a vision. I see shit too. So right, I don't know how to say it.
Right. Well,
but the night before it happened, I had a vision, and I felt like it was my great grandfather, right? But his face was blacked out. He stood up, he sat down, he stood up, and I'm like, and then he sat down. I'm like, what does that mean? And then the next day he went on the ventilator. Wow. So I'm like, okay, we got to sit down for a minute. Like, what's going on? This is my great great grandfather I've never met, but in my head, like I felt him. Like, so that's why when I got up, I was like, I know who that was.
Wow. So it's kind of like a warning. Hey, you were about to go.
Yeah, you're about to. Yeah.
So like we said, let's all, work through this whole virus, this whole craziness, this whole shutdown.
Yes.
If we could come out as better, more healed people, we can continue to keep the positive stuff going on in Detroit and Metro Detroit, and be a leader in the country, and to, continue to heal. And you're right, we all have to appeal to our best selves and to be, I think this is a wake up call for not just Detroit, but for the whole world.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to check you out more. I'm going to send you some photos.
Please look. And if you don't send me that other stuff, I'm posting it on my Facebook. This article, like this thing. So send it to me. Whatever thing, and I'm gonna. I'll share it.
You're awesome. So it's LisaHillaryJ.com. Check her out, Lisa Hillary J on Instagram. Thank you so much for coming on Through and Through Believe.
Thanks, Harry.
And even Mike the Chihuahua. Thank you.
Mike, I love you, honey.
With his tongue.
You keep taking care of him. He's gonna keep taking care of you.
I know. All right, hon. Thank you again.
See you later.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.